We're at the Author Studio at BookExpo America 2013 in New York City, and you might not recognize the guy, but you've recognized the books he's put out. He is Gordon Uncle John Javna and the very popular series Bathroom Readers. And that's because, well, if anybody's like me, I've got a couple of your books in my bathroom. They help me pass the time, Gordon.
Well, pass the time was an
as
interesting
well as a few other things.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a nice little bathroom pun, and that's what happens when you work at the Bathroom Reader for too long. Everything becomes a bathroom pun. But I'm glad to know that I'm with you in your bathroom.
Well, that's kind of scary. But you know, when you first put out the first book, what was it called, by the way? The very first Bathroom Reader.
It was called Uncle John's Bathroom Reader.
Okay. Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, imagine that this would take off the way it has?
Well, of course not. Actually, the series was started by my brother back in 1987. He called me up and he said, "Hey, I have this great idea for a book. Let's call it The Bathroom Reader." And I said, "Let's call it Uncle John's Bathroom Reader." And we both laughed. We thought this was a hysterical idea, but we didn't think anybody would buy it. So, I mean, any publishers would buy it. So we shopped it around and to New York publishers, most of whom, if you pardon the pun, poo-pooed the idea. But one publisher liked it, and they didn't care what we put in it, so we got a chance to put exactly what we wanted to put in it, which was short articles about history, pop culture, you name it. Whatever was fun, we wanted to put in the book.
Well, trivia never gets old, and all you have to do is look at all the books out there, the board games, the TV shows. So you were wrong about that, weren't you?
We were wrong. Well, we were right because we did what we liked, but we were wrong because we didn't know it would catch on. And in fact, the first book sold very well. The publisher wanted a second and a third and a fourth. And before we knew it, we had a series, and we had never planned to do that.
Now, Gordon, a lot of the books are this thick.
Right.
In fact, my toilet has sunk into the ground a little bit because I have so many books
You
piled
blame
up
that
on
on me, of course,
Exactly.
yes.
In fact, I'll be sending you the
Yes.
plumbing bill very soon. But there are so many facts and figures in these books.
Yeah.
And I know you're a smart man. I'm pandering, by the way.
Yeah.
I know you're a smart man, but I'm guessing you have 100 people in the office compiling all this stuff.
I have
yes?
seven people.
Okay.
We're constantly collecting information, finding cool stories. Just, we read all the time. We're constantly collecting this stuff. I would call myself a hoarder of information, except that now, because of that TV show, it sort of conjures up a negative image of. So I don't want to. But I do collect the stuff, and I've often thought that if I didn't have to publish this book series, I would probably still collect this information because it's fun. I like to do it.
Who publishes for you?
We publish
You
it ourselves.
self-publish?
Yeah. After those first 4 books, we decided to publish it ourselves.
And does the publishing company, do you guys do anything besides the Bathroom Readers?
Well, no, it's a series of
Why
books.
would you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We have single topic books. We have books on history, on science, on music, TV, and then we also have puzzle books, and we have children's books too. Uncle John's Bathroom Reader for Kids Only is another series of books that we do.
All right, if you could do a bathroom reader on one subject that might or might not be popular, what would it be? Have you tossed that one around?
We've done all the ones that we wanted to do. I did a book on music, which I just love. We did one on cars and anything with wheels and a motor called Vroom. And I love that book, but I just love to collect this crazy information. So,
and it's a never-ending source of resources, right?
People always say to me, like, where are you going to find more information? And there's always something else to write about. There's always some crazy story or some interesting origin, something you didn't know about before, and we love that kind of stuff.
I'm going to throw a question at you that you might think is crazy because the world of knowledge is so vast, but is there one fact or figure from any of your books where no matter how many times you think about it, no matter how many times you read it, you see it in print, you say, really? I can't believe that.
We were just talking about this yesterday, that one of the stories in our last annual Bathroom Reader, which is called Uncle John's Fully Loaded 25th Anniversary Bathroom Reader, is about a woman who went to a garage sale and bought a Polaroid camera. It's an old technology by this time, but...
I know what it means.
Okay, so she pressed the button on the Polaroid camera and a picture that had never been developed popped out.
Wow.
And as it developed, she thought the person in the picture, who was a young man, looked familiar. So she brought it to her grandmother, who looked at it and said, "That's your uncle."
That's spooky.
I love stories like that. There's another one about a woman who bought a suitcase because she was traveling and she had some extra things. She bought it at a thrift store, put her things in it, took it home, put it back on the closet when she got home. A year later, she took it down. She noticed that there was some film, some 8mm film in the suitcase, and it had a name on it that she recognized. She thought somebody down the street had the same name, so she brought the film to the woman down the street, and it turned out it was her father. It was a film of her father. I mean, these kinds of stories just,
No, you can't
we love
make
these
that,
things.
You can't make that
We love
stuff
it. And
up.
that's just a sample. I mean, we do crazy origins and dumb crooks and great dumb crook story. Two guys go into a bank.
This sounds like a joke.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It really happened. Two guys go into a bank to rob it, and one of the guys yells out, "Nobody move or I'll shoot." And his partner moved, so he shot him.
It was a joke.
No, it really
I'm
happened.
kidding, I'm
Okay.
kidding, but it sounded like one. He is Gordon Uncle John Javna. He is the author and the publisher of the series called Bathroom Readers.
Right.
Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you very much. Great to be with you.